Right, hi everyone. This is going to be a video for whoever it resonates with. I don't normally start like that, do I? So, quite pissed off because the lighter isn't working. Well, first of all, my lighter that I got, my special one, is just conked out on me. Then the backup one isn't working. Filled it up with the gas, still isn't working. Spiritual warfare, whatever. So I'll not let it get to me. We're lighting an energetic candle. I'll just take out the shot, because my intention is powerful and that will have to do. So, welcome if you're new. My name's Claire. Everything in the channel is clearing, healing energy, meaning that I'm always clearing heavier energies like spell work, black magic, all the other horrible kind of words to do with that, which is also modern day gaslighting, manipulation, slander, anywhere where anyone tries to fuck with your head or fuck with other people's heads to get them to turn against you, all that kind of shit. So, right, instantly interesting. They're pulling me to a card. Now, I've had these for years, but I know that that's a romance one. That's the only romance one in that deck. New romance is imminent. Oh, there's that word. New romance is imminent, either with a newcomer or through a reignited passion. In your existing relationship, be open to giving and receiving love. As always, I'm mind blown because it's not me doing the message. Well, I am literally giving the message, but and then they're pulling me at this. So, thumbnail opportunity before we even get going. And I really want to find those cards because I love them. I don't know where they're kicking about somewhere. So again, maybe somebody really wants to find something that they lost or get something back that they lost. It reminds me of that song. My love was lost, but now I found it. That's the song at the end of No Strings Attached. Right, so that's not actually the film that I was being guided to channel about. So also, if my hands look extra tanned, you know, I've just caught the sun. I'm only joking. I had fake tan on last night and it's like I've not properly washed it off. I mean, I have washed my hands a couple of times and I've washed my face, so it should really be off. But I'm about to go in the bath. I've ran it, but because it's so hot, it'll still be roasting by the time I finish this. I don't really want to keep it too long. I think I will probably title this an SOS one. It doesn't need to be an SOS one. The difference is, if you're new, an SOS one is when I try to keep it like 15-20 minutes. It's just one that's, you know, needs to, and if it's longer, it's longer. But it's just, oh my god, they're actually pulling my eyes. Wait a minute, they're pulling my eyes to the True Love card over there too. I don't know why I'm surprised, because this actually is in line with the film I watched. Look, that's the True Love card in a different deck. The romantic sterns in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. Wait. Is it all in? We don't need to get all the words in, but so they're really old school cards, by the way. That's like the ones I've had like 15 years and plus. I don't know, around 50. I would say, yeah, 15 years probably. But anyway, so let's shuffle one of these proverbs, because yeah, and so yeah, everyone's clearing energy. So although I use, and I'm totally losing my words. This happened in the shorts too. So I feel you could be in a place of speechless or not knowing how to get the words out, or somebody around you is feeling like that. What does that say? Does that say reassess? It's because I'm sorting out my cards. They're pulling me to ones that I haven't used for a while. Reassess. You have the right to change your mind. Ooh. Okay, interesting. So right away I feel that might be something about, like, maybe it's the twin flames that are waking up from a lie, you know what I mean, like the divine masculine energies, regardless of your gender, that you've been living in denial, and now that you're like waking up to the truth of your feelings after ghosting somebody. Okay, these are just sitting about. Yeah, very interesting. Kind of, that actually kind of is like the one that I done yesterday, where, like I said, they used the analogy, the example, but I do think I'm right about that the guy on Love Island actually wanted the one he was originally paired with, but he was like, this is too good to be true, and he sabotaged it, and he's went like basically to anybody else. Basically he followed lust rather than love because he was suspicious of it, and then he's like got chucked out. Like, I don't think that was his plan. I think he wanted to go back to it. And then I'm right with that, because again, it is God speaking through me, right? Because when I watched last night's one, that girl that I'm saying, like, you know, she liked him and he liked her, there's huge indications there that she's like gutted he's gone. Because she's like, I can't help that he raised my heart rate and I raised his, and she's got it's so obvious, because she's not in this other really hot guy, and he's a really nice guy, is giving her this attention, and she's not interested because she's thinking about the other one that's gone. So, oh God, whatever that's got to do with it. Two people thinking about each other from the past is what I'm getting from that. But what I actually watched what I got guided to watch again last night, which is not a coincidence I'm shuffling these proverbs as I'm saying that, was the Jesus Revolution. Now, I always get mixed up whether it's like revolution or resolution, or I'm sure it's Jesus Revolution. Yeah, it is Jesus Revolution. Brilliant film, channeled about it when I watched it last year, I think it was. So definitely strongly advise watching it. Also, currently as I'm channeling this, it feels like I've got something stuck in my throat, so if you can hear me, I keep hiccuping. When I hiccup or burp, it's when I'm clearing energy, but usually when I feel like there's something lodged in my throat, when I'm working with someone, that's again usually an indication of like they're finding it hard to speak about something. So that could be the case here too. Right. But yeah, the gist of it is, what stood out to me when I was watching that again was, it's just the whole gist of it is like, you know, they start going down a route of things trying to find the meaning of life. And then it reaches, you know, there's some dangerous things happen, like, you know, someone nearly spews because they've taken too many drugs, and it's like, right, well, and it awakens them to like, right, this is not the way to go. And then they're in a van, they nearly crash the van, nearly get, so basically like that guy has a huge awakening, you know, like a huge come to Jesus moment, because he's like, right, there's got to be other ways to find the meaning of life than you know, because that was back in the day, that was like what people were doing around then, experimenting with like trippy drugs and stuff like that, which of course still goes on today. But so there could be something about that, like it feels like this is like not the specifics, although it could be for some. It's like someone's like had a come to Jesus moment, like, again, and I have to stress, funny that I'm holding these, it's not a coincidence. But in that as well, like, I remember when I watched the first time, it really hit me, because it's like he tries to push the girl away, which basically I used the term at the time, but there's a moment in that film when he looks at her and he sees a light around her, and he's like, oh my God, like, and you can tell he's thinking, you're my person, like basically you're my kingdom spouse, you know. Again, you don't even need to have a word for it, but that you can tell he's like, you're the one that God chose for me. And so again, heavy stuff, but I feel that is a moment, I'm picking up on the moment where a divine masculine, it might not be you, it might not be yours, but it's a divine masculine realizes, that's my person, your person. God's like, that's your person. That person isn't your person. Go and get your real person. If you're wondering what the banter is there, if you're new, it's just somebody I watch that has a cool accent, that when they say your person, I hear it in my head that way. So, yeah, so that's the gist of what really stood out. I mean, there's loads of things that stick out by that film, but I think the main point of they wanted that, like, and then again, so it influenced me having loads of weird dreams last night as well. But basically, piecing together these cards about the true love coming in, and it's okay to change your mind, I feel it's like, you know, this is about a union, and also the time I was guided to film this too, it's like there's lots of synchronicities that have led to like things about union right before I filmed this, I've just realised. So it's like, it feels like whoever's listening to this now, and again, it's past, present, future, right? So who knows if this is going to make sense to someone in real time, or if it's 2 months from now, blah, 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 if it's already happened. It'd be different for different people, but all I know is there's something about a union is very close, and pay attention to what pops up in order to like shake your energy up, you know, or distract you, like, so karmic energy is pulling you back to the past, or, and especially because we've got Neptune, so wait a minute, Saturn went retrograde on Saturday, and we're, you know, we're only, you know, so we're just basically, it's just happened, and, because I'm going to film I think this week, because it's the new moon in Cancer, and because that's always stuff about, you know, boundaries, lack of boundaries, just being in the absolute feels. Because I'm working on, like, and I've been working on, like, I've tidied a lot of this office. I feel so much better about it, and I'm working on how I want to, just how I want to do things in the membership. And that's what I'm going to focus on. So, you know, I will be available for sessions, but I'm going to film a whole load of these videos all in a row so that I'm not doing it every day, because I liked when I done that the other week there. But they're timeless anyway, so it really doesn't matter, like, whenever I decide to release each of these. But currently, Neptune goes retrograde on the 2nd of July. So Neptune rules Pisces. Neptune is dreams. It's all psychic stuff, spiritual awakening, but it's also confusion, illusion, lies, deception. So I feel like with the Saturn going retrograde in Pisces as well, it's crazy the amount of hidden enemies and frenemies that are getting exposed for present or past stuff, or, you know, an omen for the future. It's blowing my mind. It's blowing my fucking mind with collective stuff. It's just, yeah, pay attention, because it's things are definitely coming to light there, and in the world as well. But also with Neptune being Pisces ruler, light of dreams, it just really pay attention to your dreams. Like, my dreams were really intense last night, and then I've had loads of major synchronicities to just back up my dreams. So just, yeah, just pay attention, right? There's just a lot of shit happening. It'll be different meanings for each person's life, so just pay attention. And if you need that outside support, you can always, like, book a session and then just let me pick up on all the things I pick up on before telling me, and then you'll see, you know, it'll be mirrored back to you, like, to confirm whatever you already know, because I'm just the mouthpiece. Right, the proverb is, let us run with endurance the race God has set before us. Hebrews 12:1. So the 12th of January could be significant, or the 1st of December. Above all, put on love, which binds everything together in perfect harmony. Colossians, in sweet harmony, let's come together right now. See, love, union. There's something coming in here. I don't know who sings that though. 14th of March could be significant there. Yeah, and that's so I always just say the dates just in case, but just leave that if not. But yeah, that's the gist of it. So I wonder what cards to use. So just, I think that's really it. Like, that, because now does that say celebration? No. There's that inner child's behind it. Pure intention. So basically the gist of it is that there's a union imminent, like that first card said, and I'm going to get those other decks that say that, because that'll be funny if that comes out. But it's like, yeah, there's just a really lovely, innocent, I want to say, union coming about, or it'll be coming back around. Because especially when it said reignite, it said with a newcomer or reignited, but with twin flames, you've known them in a past life at least, but you've more than likely known them in this life in the past too. So just be aware of all the roadblocks that get in the way, because I really do feel everyone could be coming out of the woodwork to basically stop this from happening. And what I mean by stop this to happening is to distract you. Because remember, if you pour your energy and intentions into something else that's got a lot of weight behind it, like, it's going to pull you away from the things that you want to create in your life. Like, if you're putting out somebody else's drama or fire, and to be honest, a lot of people have got a lot of dramas going on right now, because we're living in the days of karmic lessons. And so, yeah, you know what I mean? I just looked at 1444. So, yeah, for the 144 founders, especially if you resonate with that, like, our blessings are coming in. Like, you know, good, happy moments, unions, abundance is coming in. You're in a place of inner peace, and a lot of other people aren't. And so, you know, you can, that's why I say, you know, you can send people love, but just be aware of that it's like, there's a lot going on here. Distractions. The fairy of manifestation will help you to use your wishes wisely, manifest your heart's desires, pure intention, and the highest good of all. And that's kind of what I just said as well. Like, you know, you can absolutely wish people well, but have your boundaries too. So it feels like with that Pisces, all that Pisces energy I've just mentioned, the Neptune retrograde, the Saturn retrograde, and then also with the new moon in Cancer being this week as well on, wait a minute, is that? Yeah, on Friday. Just really, really watch your energy, because it's just, these signs are about kindness and unconditional love, and you know, but the shadow side of these energies is also manipulation. So it can be quite hard to spot the difference. But again, I'm kind of the opinion now, if you've even got like a bit of a hesitation around anyone, like, why have them around you? Like, I don't want people around me I can't trust, that have already shown me where their loyalties lie. So but yeah, protect your inner child. The fairies of playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. Really weird word in that, isn't it? I'm going to pause this and get those cards. Right, I might pause it again to get more, but what does this masculine want to say? Because like I said, it really was just before I'm not going to forget, but before I forget, the main message that I was getting from that film again was just, you've got a really special, beautiful connection there. And it's a huge part, that's it. It's a huge part of your purpose. So this is what I've been channeling for, well, years, but months, and definitely the last few weeks has become really, really strong, that this is part of your calling. I mean, the last few videos actually, it's come through massively. Like, this is not just about karmic energies on both sides keeping the lovers apart, you know, twin flames. Like, this is also about like divine feminine and divine masculine, and the both of you together have got a big calling to help. Well, some twin flames have got a big calling to help the masses, like a lot of people, right? And you'll just know, you'll just feel it inside if you're that person. You've more than likely had other people say it to you as well. Or you don't need to be someone that's here to help the masses. People have got to have certain skills and come in with certain blueprints to be able to do that shit. It's not easy. Like I was saying to somebody in a session last, it's like you've got to build up this robustness to be able to handle that. You know what I mean? But if you're meant to do it, you will. Where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. God will help you. And that's what really was emotional in that film, that when the pastor starts doubting, you know, whether he's the right person to guide these people. Like, I love it when the wife is like, you know, are you daring to be so arrogant to think that God can't basically work a miracle for you? She doesn't really say that, but she's like, that God can't get over these hurdles for you. So quite an interesting way to do a bit of reverse psychology. I pretend I don't care because I care too much. So yeah, so again, this is, somebody has ghosted you because their feelings were so strong they couldn't handle it. So again, similar to what comes out every day basically. But I daydream about you. And it's kind of funny, although it doesn't say I daydream about you every day, I wanted to say every day at the end of it. So it could be as strong as that. Let's face it, it's twin flames, it is going to be that, even if it is just at night. But, and then look what they just led me to, I can't. You're the first thing on my mind when I wake up in the morning. And I dare say the last thing before you go to sleep too. What else? But yeah, but basically the massive part of that film is that they meet very innocently, fall in love. For a moment he tries to, it's not, you know, for that long, but for a moment he tries to push her away. And also there is an important bit in that too, where the dad basically says, look, this isn't going to happen. You're not going to be allowed to marry her. So, you know, I wouldn't like to think that that's going to resonate with someone where basically either someone's mum or dad has warned the other person off them. But let's face it, that shit happened in the past. That's still happening in present day. If you have been on the receiving end of that, you have to push through that. It's part of the spiritual warfare as well. So, you know, I've spoke to mostly older people in my time where that has happened, you know, that like a mum or a dad has said that, like what happens in the Notebook. So don't be the person that allows that parent to manipulate you, you know what I mean? because it's this, and then actually it's quite nice in that film because the dad actually then sees, oh wow, they actually are an amazing couple and they're going to make a difference, and you know, so maybe that's going to be really specific. Maybe somebody's parent wasn't too keen on the twin flame and then they've come around, or even if they're not now, they will. Seems like a bit of a fairy story, guys, doesn't it? But anyway, just again, just going by personal experience of helping loads of people with this, it does seem a bit too good true. But anyway, even if it's not the case and people are never going to change their minds, or it looks like they're unlikely to anytime soon, well, are you going to live your life for your mum and dad or your family or whoever's holding you back, your friends, or are you going to live your life for you? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, anyway, the point of that film is a true story, and they actually go on to then help the masses, you know, so it's really inspiring. So there's something about that. So I just thought it was really clever because they literally guided me. Like, I've already seen it. I watched it when it came out. I think I only watched it the once. I might have watched it twice, but I'm sure I only watched it once. And I absolutely loved it. Was really moved by it. And it was the right time for me to watch it. And then anyone that I then came into contact with on the Zooms, you know, it was the right people to inspire them to watch it too. And also it was people that really resonate with things like what I'm saying. Like just knowing that you're here to help a lot more people than like you know, like individual sessions and stuff, like something like that. So yeah, I was looking through all the, because like I always just like to stay up late on a Sunday. It's just sort of my thing. And I was looking for, I thought, oh, I'll find a comedy. And then they led me to that. And then I realised when I was watching it, all right, it must be something to do with the next message I give. So I have a plan, but you have to trust me. And that's what's, wow, at the end of that film, it's really beautiful because basically he says something quite similar. Like he comes back and he's like, look, I've got a plan and you're in it. And I need you. I want you. And I love you and all that, and it's lovely. And I'm so grateful for you, and you're so beautiful. Oh yeah, look, the cards are sort of, and all I want to do is talk to you. Right, so let's see, because this is the cards that's got mine. So this person thinks you're mine. That did come out the other week there, or last week. So this has got a card in it that says something about union is imminent, or something's imminent. I might need to put that in the title, but it makes me cringe when I put that in the title. I always like to buffer it with, like, look, you know, it's, oh look, heal the past and fix tomorrow. So that card deck's actually over there. So that's one that's kicking about. It went rogue. Oh my god, I know I don't normally use that term. So somebody went rogue. I mean, does that not mean when it's like somebody goes off the off-beaten track away from the pack? So this could either be that somebody went rogue, like away from a connection, down Karmic Lane and Karmic Avenue and all that jazz, or someone's going rogue away from the pack, like the status quo. Heal the past to fix tomorrow. Like, it feels like this masculine wants to fix whatever's went on in the past so that the future can be brighter. Divine guidance. Interesting when I'm talking about Jesus, and that very much looks like Jesus on that card. Wow. I'm amazed at how the universe brought us together. Everything keeps falling into place for us. There are divine forces at work guiding us to union. Divine is working behind the scene for us. If you look back at your journey, you'll see it too. Of course, I'm sure you do if you're watching this, even if you are, regardless of whether you're divine feminine or divine masculine. Because like I said, the divine masculines that are still spiritually asleep, they're, you know, they're not going to be watching this. You'd have to be slightly awake to be watching this, or you could be a bit confused if you're watching it, but yeah, but like I said, that's very significant because that film's about Jesus, obviously. And that does mention guiding you back to union, and that's what I'm saying. I'm feeling this is about a union that's coming in, so just be aware. Expectation, I want to be all that you want me to be. I don't want to disappoint you. I know you have a lot of expectations from me, and I'm trying to stand up for that, but at times I feel so far away that I'm afraid to let you down or disappoint you. And like I was saying about that card, I feel this is about the expectations this person has on themselves because of the pressure that's been put on them from other people. Afraid. When you're not with me, I feel afraid to let you down once you get to know me. I don't want to disappoint you, so I'm avoiding you. I have overcome this. I have to overcome this myself as you see me before coming forward. Ready? What? I have to overcome this and myself as you see me before coming forward. Ready? Right, I have no idea. So like I said, the grammar is... But again, remember, this person ghosted you, and that's backing up why. Oh, I've not seen this one before. What's this? Unspoken. There's so much yet to be spoken. There's so much I want to say to you, but I find it difficult to put my feelings into words. Just know that you're very important to me. The depth of my love for you is beyond work. There's so much unspoken between us. I will reach out, which I will soon reveal to you. But I nearly read that as which I will soon reach out to you. And also notice I read that and it wasn't on camera. That feels significant of maybe like a phone call or something. Because I usually would put the card in the shot. Best self. Oh, this person is maybe working on themselves for you. I want to be my best self for you. I'm working really hard to level up for you. Meet you as your equal, your mirror. I know we will grow together, but I want you to be proud of who I am today. But again, don't be too hard on yourself with that, because from what I've been told for years about before you come into union, you can actually put on, now I don't know if this happens to everyone, but you can actually put on a lot of weight. And I've heard that basically when you get into union, you can then lose it again. And I'm pretty sure I can guess why you would lose it from things that you'd be doing. But I think it's to do with the alchemical process too. So if you're really hitting a brick wall with that, it's probably something about accepting yourself as you are, love and accept yourself unconditionally. Because think about, from the word dot, like for nearly 10 years in public, that's what my whole message has been. I get you to accept yourself by me just accepting me however I am. Like, I mean, from the minute I've been doing live streams and that, I've sat there crying, I've sat there with makeup, no makeup, and it's not really about, because, not wearing any makeup isn't a big deal to me, but it really is in this day and age to other people. It gives them a breath of fresh air, like permission to be like, you know what, I actually can't be bothered wearing that either. Like, just love and accept yourself as you are. But just especially because it's gotten just so much more crazy in the last like 10 years as well, like with all the cosmetic stuff that like above and beyond that people are being, feeling pressurized to do themselves. But yeah, my gift is helping you find yours, but it definitely is. The more that I am myself, the more it gives other people permission to be themselves. Time apart has given us both an opportunity to work on ourselves and be the best version. I need to retreat a bit until I get over what is bothering me. I don't want you to see me like this. I'm protecting you from my dark shadow side. So again, either someone's still in that working on themselves, because this means like mind, body, soul, everything, or that's where they've been. Protected. I will always protect you, my love, even when even we're together or not at this time. My higher self is always with you. I will always protect you, and love we share. I will keep boundaries around my heart that only you can cross. Communication. I need to talk to you and feel you close. I want to reach out to you. Please be open to receiving communication from me soon. Your response will encourage me greatly, and I'll be waiting to hear back from you. Yeah, I can feel that coming, and that came out in the shorts. Need you. You're nurturing, magnetic, passionate queen in my life. You're loud. I can never read this, seriously. Your light shines bright and guides me through the darkness. You feel like home to me, and I always feel very happy and comfortable in your presence. Thank you for your love, sending me healing energy. I need you and your energy even more now. Feels like home to me. Feels like home to me. Feels like I'm on my way back where I came from. On the shorts, I didn't sing that, but I did title it something like Twin Flames Coming Home to Themselves. And also Cancer season that we're in, and the new moon in Cancer at the end of the week is about home. So, and that's the only card that says twin flame signs. It's the only card that says something about twin flames, actually. Or like, you know what I mean? There might be another one that says I love you, but that, yeah. Because I know because of the first time I got this deck. Twin flame signs. Look for the signs for our connection. As your twin flame, I mirror what you're going through. Now, that's an important thing. I think you're going through a lot of the same stuff. So I feel the same karmic things could be happening to you. And you might think there's no way the same stuff that's happening to me is happening to them. But I bet you will be getting the same sort of hurdles. And like I said, if you're wanting to see what I mean by that, you'll have to book a session for me to work it out when you tell me. But that's what I know I'm being told is happening. Notice how we are very similar. So basically the important thing is that if anyone around you is ruffling your feathers, or you're noticing people from the past popping up, because that's going to happen to all of us in some way, shape or form. It's not a Mercury retrograde, but I'm sure there's one soon. I can't even think when it is. It really must be quite soon, actually. But like I said, Neptune retrograde, Saturn retrograde. It's people are turning inwards, and also they're in the fields because it's in Pisces. And so people, yeah, just people are popping up. Again, now it can be good, bad, or indifferent, but the point is it's like with it being in Pisces, it can be a trick or an illusion, or it can be a lie. So just be aware of like anything that seems a bit shady or a bit off. Trust that. And the thing is, it doesn't even need to be anything really sinister. It's just that imagine it was a choice between entertaining someone from the past. Like, and I'm not meaning romance, but it could be talking about romance. It could be absolutely anyone. Entertaining someone from the past, right? Because they're going through their spiritual awakening and they're now needing your support, or you getting what you want with your twin flame. What are you going to pick? Some of you might fall for the okie doke. That sounds so American, but you know what I mean? Some of you might fall for basically helping somebody else through their shit when this can be the same people that left you. So, you know, it's just a reminder to have your boundaries here. You don't need to help everybody. You can send them love from afar. So, as your twin flame, I mirror what you're going through. Notice how we're very similar and share the same vision. There's a connection between us that can't be denied. We have to work on ourselves to be together. Look out for the signs, my love. It's me sending you them, I would imagine. Yeah, and then look, that's the ascension. So again, you're ascending and people might be trying to catch up with that balloon. And the only person you really want to catch up with that balloon is your twin flame. Let go of fear, you're safe with me. I have no fear of making mistakes. Nothing you do or say will ever make me stop loving you. There are no mistakes on this journey, only soul lessons. Every enhanced for a reason. It's safe to be vulnerable with me. Spark. My love for you is written in the stars. We have a spark between us which is undeniable and visible to everyone around us. You're the miracle that dropped into my life and lit me from within. Look up to the stars tonight. And also that song keeps going to my alarm, driving me nuts. Falling like the stars, James Arthur. Again, I used to really like the song, but it annoys me because it goes off my alarm all the time. Look up the stars tonight and know that I'm under the same sky thinking about you. We're destined to be together for many lifetimes. We don't need to rush this. Yeah, so basically it's the same. You get it, right? It's like, look, illusion. I may be quiet right now. Anyway, but I think that's talking about just don't fall for the illusions, because that's what the Pisces shadow is all about. There's things coming in to hold you back. So again, it doesn't need to be in a nasty way. It's just like if you had the just exactly as Spirit has said it through me. Oh, and I normally say God, but I've got guides say Spirit, so that must resonate more with at least someone watching. If it's a choice between you getting what you've worked hard to enjoy, or entertaining things that come up, like to distract you, what's more important? Only you know the answer to that. Happiness, yeah, like, look, illumination and happiness. You've got a chance at happiness here. Dolphins are always new earth. It's a test. Taking risks. Ego. Fly above the drama. That's what I think they're saying. It's just that, like I've been saying this for months, but I feel as people are going through a lot of their own storms and dramas and spiritual awakenings, you might find that people will come back to the past for your help. Now that is going to be fine for some of you, and other people it's not going to be, depending on, you know what I mean? It's like, it really just depends. Success, yeah, look, again, look, and that's one of my power animals too, so that could be resonant. Look, there's a parrot, gossip. This is what they're saying. If you're okay with letting people back in your life that have probably been a part of gossip and, you know, your unhappiness, then, you know, bash on, but choose your success and happiness. Yeah, be diligent about who you let back in your life. Get still, because oh look, purity. Yeah. Use your discernment. That's the truth, yeah. The truth is, you're being guided to go forward. So go forward and don't look back. I think there is just something really coming in here about you need to focus, because that could be significant too. That could, though I think it's maybe a snow leopard, but it's reminding me of a jaguar too. That's what I work with. But focus and get still, because there's distractions coming in to disturb your inner peace on your journey. Get still. Be alone to get that information and release. Yeah, release the past. That's the message. And focus. Yeah, they just keep saying the same thing. Anyway, that's that for today. And power. Yeah, don't let anyone take your power away. Shocking events are going to be happening.